All right, guys, we're continuing our 32 and 32 series today. It is number 21 on the list and is the first non-player. It's actually a coach. And Bubba Ventrone came in for us at number 21. It is convenient to have Tyvis on the show with a guy like Bubba coming in on the list, who is our special teams guru, played it in the NFL at the highest level humanly possible. Tyvis, what kind of impact is Bubba Ventrone's going to have on the Browns' overall season?
We're not going to argue that he's 21.
We'll get to that next.
Like, that's so high.
Listen, hold on.
Think it's too high?
Heck yeah.
A special teams coach?
That's high as hell.
Listen.
That means that's one of your starters. It's 22 starters. That means he's more important than the starter.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead. There you go. Get your money off.
I got a problem with this.
Okay.
Because is Bubba, what was the question? Ask me the question again so I can answer your question.
G answered a different question than what I asked.
Ask your question again so I want to answer your questions, but then I got some more stuff I need to talk about.
How big of an impact and what will it be for Bubba Ventrone having on this Browns team in 2023?
Okay. It's a big impact having special teams because special teams can change the whole dynamic of a game. You know, things can be going bad. One big special teams play, whether that's a hit, return, touchdown, some fumble recovery, something like that, can change the whole trajectory of a game. A block punt, if you block a punt, you go on to win that game 90% of the times. A wise coach told me that one day. But my issue with Bubba Ventrone is this. Those guys that I seen in that Hall of Fame game last week, you know, yeah, we could call them backups, but guess who your special team is pretty much made out of? Backups. I seen a kickoff return, dang near go to the house. I seen a punt return, dang near go to a house. And I seen our kicker miss a field goal. Those are detrimental to losing the game. Like if that happens, you probably go on to lose those games. So, you know, for a guy that's, you know, made his career in special teams, you better find you some guys that take it as seriously as you do. I mean, you got to find you some hungry guys on that special teams because that right there cannot happen in the regular season at all.
Fellas, we got a major problem here. Our guys behind the glass think that the special teams coach is more important than a quarter of the starters on this team.
That's crazy.
That is batshit crazy.
A quarter of the starters?
I mean, he's at 21. There's like.
Well,
you have more coaches, don't you?
We do have two more coaches on
How many? Name me the players you've had behind him on the list.
Steve, we actually have these graphics. We can pull it up here. It is number, start at 184 here. But Cedric Tillman, Jordan Akins, Jack Conklin. I need to see the list after that. I don't remember off the top of my head because we went out of order as we did this.
The special teams coach is more important than the starting right tackle.
I mean, because
come on, it's crazy.
I stand by it.
Listen. If you got a good special teams coach that can get because your special teams has been horrible since Josh Cribbs is here. And Josh Cribbs won games by himself.
Wasn't Ethan Pocic a Pro Bowler last year?
Pro Bowl reserve.
So the special teams coach is more important than the Pro Bowl with the three best centers in the AFC.
I refuse to listen to any Pro Bowl conversation after Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl after throwing two touchdowns.
That's fine.
So drop it. I refuse that argument.
That's fine.
Eviscerated.
That's fine, Mike. I'll give you PFF grades. Didn't Pocic have one of the best PFF grades of any center?
Talk to him.
And what team had the best special teams unit in football last year?
Wait,
how many games did they win?
Wait a minute. So it's
in the worst division in football.
Bulls. It has nothing.
With the second highest rated center in football.
He's cooking right now.
So does he deserve to be in part of the 32? Y'all just have a problem where he's at. That's fine. So answer his question. Like y'all didn't even answer his question.
What's his question?
What was the question again? Something about how big of an impact Bubba Ventrone has.
I think overall, coaches are overrated in sports. I think it's all.
That's a lie. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Players. Mostly about the players.
Is a lie.
In basketball, I actually agree with
That's a lie.
Here's two things. Yeah. Could you trade your special teams coach for a starting right tackle?
No.
You can trade coaches, by the way. You do know that. So no team in the world would trade a coach for any starter ever. Second of all, special teams mostly comes down to, is your kicker good or not? Like,
how do they determine that the Colts have the number one special teams? What is that based on?
Probably off return yards, punt net.
I'll find the exact statistics, but there was an EPA involved. They had the number one kick return coverage.
Environmental Protection Agency is involved here.
Oh, Mr. Analytics! Now you can't turn your back on analytics now, boy.
I know.
Now here's my thing: they've gotten rid of kickoffs out of the game. To be truthful,
they ain't got rid of them. They definitely toned them down.
And then they X that out the game. So I don't even know if we can really use that. So you talk about punts, and we know no one blocks punts in the league.
That's a lie.
No one blocks punts.
That's a lie.
How many block punts are there?
3
on the season?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3, but
no one blocks punts anymore.
So how many times have that block punt team went on to win that game?
I mean, it's a small sample size.
No, it ain't.
I mean,
in the history, I'm telling you, it's 90% of the time the team that blocks the punt goes on to win the game.
But if there's only 3
how
block
many
punts,
block punts were there in 2022?
I got it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
In the whole league?
In the whole league.
The whole season, there were 12.
12.
Sounds like a lot.
No. How many games?
Sounds like a lot to
How many
me.
games are played in a year? 17 times what? 20, 30?
That sounds like a lot to me.
17 times 32 is what?
A lot.
Well, it's 17 times 16 because it's 2 teams.
But yeah.
That sounds like a lot of block punts to me. 12 is way too many.
Does that include the playoffs, Mikey?
No, it's just the regular season.
Okay, so 17.
I know that. Remember, didn't the Packers lose in the playoffs because they
and how many block punts were there?
There were 12 punts.
Divided by 12.
The Colts blocked one of them.
There was an average of 0.22 blocks per game.
Nobody blocks punts.
Every
I
stat
think
matters.
that's wrong. I actually think I screwed that up.
Yeah, you probably
Bad
did.
job out of you.
Hold on. 12.
What difference does it make? A block punt, if you got a good special teams unit that contributes on returning, block punts, or you have a good kicker, it changes the mathematics of you. Those 3-point games that you either go win or lose.
Here's the number. Can you see it?
You can't read it?
0.044. 0.04 block punts per game. It's a non-factor.
I don't understand what. I tell you what, I bet you it become more of a bigger of a factor now that they're getting rid of kickoffs.
Why?
Why? Because that's the only way your special teams unit can make an impact on the defense.
Is that going to make them all of a sudden great field goal block? They're going to block.
It's hard to block a punt.
You can't block punts.
It's not hard to block a punt.
So
if you got a good special teams coordinator,
listen,
somebody gonna get schemed.
We all like the hiring of the special teams coordinator. He seems like he's a good guy for the job.
You two are the most.
How
you two. Wait a minute. You
21?
You two mofo's are the most disrespectful people I've ever seen. Y'all not about to sit here and tell me that a kid who made it in the league for special teams, you about to tell me special teams don't matter?
No,
listen. I woke up and said, that's what y'all saying. Y'all downplaying special teams, and I ain't with that. I will not have that on the UCSS. We ain't special teams is a huge deal. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all about to make me upset. I'm about to start sweating up in here.
Is he more important than the starting right tackle?
No.
Of course not.
You mad at him over a list. I'm talking about his impact on the team.
Okay.
Nobody's saying he can't have an impact.
That's all I'm saying.
All right,
I don't care that. I don't care if he's 32, 1, 5, 6, 29. It doesn't matter to me.
That's it. So we're all on the same page.
We're on the same page.
I just don't want y'all sitting here downplaying special teams.
Who's the biggest culprit of the three of you? Who had him the highest?
Let me pull it up. I will pull that up.
I'm going to predict Earl. I'm predicting Earl.
I'm going to guess Anthony off the top of my head. Okay, the highest of our list.
Yeah.
I had him at 25.
That's reasonable.
Better.
Anthony had him at 23.
Okay.
So it's Earl.
Hold on. Earl came in at a 9. Go ahead, give me this thing so I can throw this at you.
He's definitely top 5 on my list.
Yeah, Earl. We need Josh Cribbs back.
On top of Tyvis, special teams. Special teams.
How high does it have to be? Josh, somebody said it's 25 and 23, and he had to come for average. His average had to be like 3.
No,
Earl.
We're not. You know what?
Yeah.
We're just gonna move on.
I can't use Earl.
He may have been in the teens. He was in the teens.
No.
He's in the teens.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
What? Bubba Ventrone's
the teens. It's okay.
Listen,
Bubba's getting tall sweeps now.
all I'm gonna tell you is if we
Special teams.
I gotta know who's the best player that Earl had Ray Ventrone ahead of.
I just closed out of it because I didn't want to.
No, I want to hear it. Earl's good defending himself.
all I know, hey Earl, they block a punt or they take a kick return or punt return to the house, then he deserved to be 21.
Hold on. I'll tell y'all because the niggas don't want to put me on blast. I put myself on blast. I had him 17th. But let me just tell you why, in my opinion, I had him this high, right?
I respect it.
understand like a special teams coach is the only coach that deals with damn near everybody on the football team. And a lot of the times you hear head coaches and players say games is won and lost through special teams. As you alluded to last year, we lost several games due to the special teams unit. So if he can improve this unit as well as help improve like the assistant coaches on the staff as a former special teams player, I think he's pretty damn important.
You go, Earl.
I
You know
agree
what?
wholeheartedly.
Let me hop on here.
Spoken like a true
I played
champ.
1 year of football in my life. I've told you about this. I played 1 year. I played left tackle and punter. So as a former special teamer myself in second grade, let me tell you what.
He said he played left tackle.
My ball sack weighs more than you. What are you talking about?
Well,
Played the
I
most
hated
important
football.
position on the line.
Listen, I've told you. I'll tell you all again.
Dude, you must have gone to an all-white school, right?
No. This like second grade, like Pop Warner second. I got pancaked every play. That's why I hated football. It was the worst experience of my life. But I did punt. So don't you dare when we're talking about
Did you
special
go to
teams.
an all-white school?
I went to the smallest public high school in New Jersey. So
Yeah, you
like
went to the all-white school.
the ratios were way off.
Said
But
I got
it was considered very diverse, but because it was so small. You're talking a team with 3 special teamers. Tyvis played in the NFL. I played in second grade, and Anthony and Earl are part of the special team.
He played the same
Wait a
position
second.
as Joe
I
Thomas.
gotta know who Earl had 18. I gotta know.
It Grant Delpit.
every play.
Did you hear that, Tyvis?
What?
You know who he had 18 behind the special teams coach?
Who, Earl?
Your guy, Grant Delpit. He had him 18.
Hey, listen, man.
Earl.
Listen, I'm gonna let everybody know. In life, there's really no right or wrong way to do things. Everything is opinionated.
That's true. Well, there is some right and wrong, but this is all opinion. Earl, you really think that he's more important than Grant Delpit?
Could be.
I think Earl's more important to this team than any individual player.
He got an all-pro. He got an all-pro returner and an all-pro
Earl's got
kicker.
no comment on
Yes.
This
I
list.
mean, listen, we put
This
the list
list.
together.
This list.
I think they both of us is important, but I just know how dismal that unit was, and I know how that unit cost us some games. So
But what do you mean
the
it
special teams cost us more games last year than Grant Delpit did.
I actually agree with
the
Earl in that sense.
kicker
I really do.
He's not going to make the kicker better.
The kicker's
Why
part of the
not?
special teams, bull.
So is the
Why
punter.
wouldn't he?
What would he know about kicking? He don't know shit about kicking. They need a kicking coach.
He might give him a good routine. You know, something
Are
that
you
works.
guys crazy? You know the special teams coach don't really do anything with the kicker.
Yeah, they do.
What do they do with the kicker? They're not kickers. What the fuck would they know?
So how do you think you become partially a special teams coach? You got to deal with all of special teams. You got to know something about.
So
kicking.
what is?
All of my special teams
Special
coordinators in the league spend time with the kickers.
Most
Good.
special. Listen, Raven Trone's going to be a good coach, and he is important to the team.
This
I'm
is
busting
sad.
on balls
This-
here.
this is
But
supposed to be a
put him at
10-minute
17
segment.
Is batshit crazy, but I think he's important, and I think he's good.
Just not 21.
Usually, I assume the special teams coach gets a job because he's like related to the head coach. It's just some random white dude.
That's hilarious.
It's like the guy who gets featured on Hard Knocks. The white dude who gets featured on Hard Knocks ends up the special teams coach because he's whatever.
So what you say that all I need to know is he part of the 32?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I would have him in my 32.
Case closed. So
I'd
he's
have him on the back end.
But what I need you to do, and we'll put a bow
Yeah.
tie on this and move on. I need you to, by Friday,
Yeah.
to give me your 32 and 32 list.
Yes, and you can bust my balls if you
Yeah.
disagree.
So
That's
we'll
fine
we'll
too.
get that from you, and then
That's
we'll
a funny-
compare.